Hello everyone and welcome back to your piano lesson. If you are here for the first time, I am Gianluca, pianist, composer, piano and composition teacher. If you want to discover interesting facts about me, you can watch the introduction video of the channel. I'm leaving the link below in the description, where you will find also the link for my artistic channel in case you are interested in original music and covers. Going back to the Piano Lessons to Go channel, don't forget to subscribe and to share also with your friends if there is anybody that is interested in piano music. Let me know also about yourself when you started studying, your experience. Now time to go to our lesson. Today, following the request of one of my subscribers, I want to make a very quick analysis of the Minuet in G, the A1 piece, from the Grade 3 piano exam pieces ABRSM 2023-2024. It's very important to clarify that a quick analysis is almost impossible, because it's needed a long preparation to understand how to recognize chords, especially when we don't have any chord written down. Because what has to be clarified is that, so first of all, this Minuet is considered either by Petzold or by Bach, even though here wisely has been written anonymous. But anyways, let's say that we have to clarify that in Baroque music, in this music, the composer is not writing down chords. The chords, let's say the harmonies, are a result of the sovrapposition of two parts. In this case, the right hand notes and the left hand notes. As you can see, I wrote down anyways the chords that we could maybe consider. Those can be considered like harmonies that anyways the composer kind of had in mind. At the beginning, for two counts we have the G major, then for the third count the D, then for the whole second bar we have G, but G is also at the beginning of the third bar for two beats, then third beat D major, then the whole last bar is G, then we have for bar number 5 the C major, then for the second bar, second line, the G major, I would say in first inversion. Then for the first beat I would intend A minor, then for the second beat of this third bar, D major in first inversion, is written D/F sharp, then G major for the third beat, for the whole last bar of the second line, D major, then we have for the first two beats of the third line G major, then D major third beat, then for the whole second bar G major, also for the first two beats of the third bar G major, for the third beat D major, then we have G major for the whole last bar of the third line, then we have C major for the whole first bar of the last line, for the second bar G major in first inversion, G/B written. For the first beat of the third bar last line, first page, we have the A minor in first inversion written A minor/C. Because you see, there is the C, and this could be considered like an A minor in first inversion. Then, second beat, I wrote D7th. D with a C, that is the 7th, you see, you hold down the C, can be definitely intended like a D major 7th. It's all clarified on the third beat, where you see anyways the F sharp. The only note that is missing is the A, but it's something that is done in classical music and not only. In the last bar we have the G. We start the second page with E minor, but on the second beat straight on I wrote B/D sharp. Is a B in first inversion. I didn't write simply B in root position. You can consider like a big B. Yeah, starting in first inversion. In general is not considered, is not written anyways, even in analysis of the classical pieces. And when I say classical, I'm referring to the strictly classical style, that is the one of the 18th century. Then we have E minor in the second bar, E minor also in the third bar, B major in the fourth bar of this line, E minor, last bar, first line. We start the second line with a B7th. Here it's clearly B, B and F sharp, obviously missing the D sharp, but it's clearly B, the dominant of this temporary relative minor. This is the 7th. And then the third beat is the E minor in first inversion, E/G. Then we have, I wrote B/A, intending like a B 7th in third inversion. This is my way of intending it. Could be also intended as a F sharp diminished in first inversion. If we intend it, this first beat, as a F sharp diminished in first inversion, we have to then say, so I write it on top, F sharp diminished, I write F 5 with a slash in first inversion, but then we have to consider the B here. At the beginning, by writing B/A, I intended the B/A, so the B7th in third inversion, covering the whole bar. But if we consider the first beat as the F sharp diminished in first inversion, we have to consider the second and the third beat, the one in B. Then we have E minor. Then we can say that the whole second last bar is in as a G in first inversion, G/B. Then C major, the last bar of this line. Then A minor, first bar of the third line. D major, the second bar of the third line. D major also here. I would say G major in second inversion, G/D here. Then I would say D/F sharp, so D in first inversion for the first and the second beat. Obviously here you get the root of the chord, but let's say you write simply once D in first inversion, D/F sharp, then G major for the last beat of this bar, of the last bar, third line, then D major for the first bar of the second last line, G, this is now the main theme, G for the first two beats, then D for the last beat, G major for the whole second last bar and also for the first two beats of the last, D for the last beat, G major for the whole first bar of the last line, C major for the second bar, G in first inversion for the third bar. Then we have, I would say, A minor in first inversion, so A/C, as you can see probably, for the first beat, and then again I would say D 7th, D for the second and third beat, D 7th, ending with a G. So this is a quick analysis. Obviously it's simply a way to show you how I have intended the harmonies, but remember that you have to study harmony from scratch, and if you want you can definitely request some lesson. You can contact me using the email address that you can see in the about of my channel, and I hope that anyways I gave you some advice you found interesting this quick analysis. If it's the first time you're landing on my channel, thanks to this video, don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next one. All the best.